to episode 7 of the Wanderlust Empty Nesters. This time around, we went down to Goose Island State Park in Rockport, Texas, right on the Gulf of Mexico. It was about an hour and 49-minute trip for us. We booked this state park as soon as the state of Texas Parks and Recreation allowed new reservations because we didn't have a current reservation. So we got in there and we booked alongside our parents, and they camped there too, but my sister was unable to get a spot because they were limiting the amount of people they allowed in the park. They also had the part of the campground that was on the water on the Gulf of Mexico. That part was closed, and that was unfortunate because my mother remembered going down there before when they camped and lots of good fishing in there. So we were a little bit disappointed there, but it was still a really nice campground, lots of space. It wasn't overcrowded. We were able to get our kayaks in the water this trip, as you'll see in a minute, and we enjoyed the day, even though there was rain. But as you can see, it sat right on the water. And as we're going into the park, something you need to take note of are those low-hanging tree limbs. Check-in was relatively easy. We got there after 5, and they are now closing the offices at 5, so we weren't able to make contact with anyone there, but we went ahead and we knew our number. We set up camp, and the next morning we went and checked in. Now, when you check in at a campground in Texas nowadays, they require you to wear a mask if possible and check in from the outside window instead of going inside. But as you can see, those spaces were nice and spaced out. It wasn't overcrowded, and it wasn't fully booked because of COVID. We got to Goose Island on a Thursday, and it rained most of Thursday and all of Friday, so this was Saturday morning, still dreary. The water was rough, but we were determined to get our kayaks out because we had, first of all, installed a new rack to haul them down there, so we wanted to make sure we got to do that. Also, as you can see, it sits right on the water where we put in the park, so that was awesome. This particular area where we are kayaking was considered Aransas Bay, and it is nestled in between the Gulf of Mexico and the land. So there's basically a little island. Goose Island is the actual island that separates us from the Gulf of Mexico where we're kayaking right now. And we decided to take this inlet in between some houses because the water was so rough that day. Whitecaps, man. Woo! porpoise. Did you see it? You see him? I want you to lead me in. Did you see him? Neat. What we were seeing here were a couple of porpoises that kept showing up. We kept seeing their fins pop up out of the water. Unfortunately, with the GoPro, it didn't seem to catch it too much, but they are out there not too far off from Phil, probably about 30 yards. I thought I'd show you the kayak rack that Phil installed. This is a lot cheaper way to go than buying a kayak rack. The normal kayak racks are over $1,000, and we just weren't ready to put that much into it, but this traveled well down here to Rockport, and looks like we'll be going on more kayaking trips now. We also got the WeBoost installed for this trip because state parks are notorious for having a low cell signal, and there was only like one bar here. We certainly weren't able to watch any streaming video if we didn't install that, so we went ahead and installed that, and we watched a streaming video while we were at a state park. We also installed a flagpole with our TechnoRV suction cup, and we went and visited Rockport, got some tacos, and just took in the scenery. As you can see, it was pretty overcast the whole time we were there. We were just really glad it wasn't raining, because it rained the first day we were there, and we were only there for 3 nights. The rest of the time we were there, we just were chilling and grilling. Gidget, you living your best life? Yeah. You living your best life? Yeah. Graham too. Graham, living your best life? Come see Mom. Oh, we gotta stretch first. You living your best life? Did you enjoy your walk? Did you enjoy your walk? Yeah. Every time we took a drive and got out of our campsite, we saw deer. And these particular deer, there were several buck there, and they were in velvet. Thank you for watching. Next time we'll be at Sargent Beach RV Park. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.